Tokyo, Connor Fields plunged down the mountainous ramp at the start of a BMX race, a semifinal in the Olympic competition. Most considered him the favorite to win. At the bottom, he began to pedal furiously, from the left side of the track, near the front of the pack as it barreled. The riders clustered together, down the first straightaway. All Friday, the first turn, a sharp bank left with a steep incline that required riders to steer up, lean left, turn their wheels and fly back down, had proven problematic, even for athletes who see crashing as an occupational hazard. That went for both the men's and women's semifinalists competing to make the Olympic final. Fields won that race 4 years ago in Rio, leaving with a gold medal he had every intention to defend. Just before that particular turn, in this particular race, the front wheel of Fields' bike appeared to clip the back wheel of the only competitor in front of him. Fields skidded, lost his balance and crashed into the turn. Worse yet, this caused a pile-up and 2 riders behind Fields rolled over him on their bikes. His head appeared to collide with the track, as his body rolled over, bikes and bodies flying by. It hurt to watch and prompted immediate concern. Medics and volunteers rushed onto the course, a stretcher not far behind. They huddled around Fields for what felt like 10 minutes or so, as the spectators fell silent and the broadcast waited, ostensibly out of respect and apprehension, to show the replay. Eventually, several folks clad in blue Tokyo 2020 gear carried Fields off the course on that stretcher. They took him outside the venue immediately. U.S. teammate Alise Willoughby warmed up for her next run nearby the course. She could be overhead telling a fellow competitor that Fields was in an ambulance, headed toward the hospital. Back in Las Vegas, Mike Fields watched this nightmare unfold on television with understandable concern, his pain and worry unfathomable and impossible to explain. He knew the sport his son competes in, because he introduced him to it, after spying a flyer for a BMX race in 1999 and buying Connor his first bike. In a text message exchange, Mike said he was not in a good place right now, and waiting for an update from the hospital where Connor had been taken to. What he knew at 1:15 p.m. Thursday in Tokyo was that his son was alert, answering questions and moving all his limbs. That said, Mike said his son was in pain and quite subdued, and undergoing CT scans on his head, spine and abdomen. Mike wrote that he expected to get an update in a couple hours. He said that he was trying to be pragmatic, perhaps as an avoidance tool. "There's always a yin and yang to the world and how it works," he typed. "We enjoy the highs of the success and all that comes with it, but the other side of the coin is exactly what we're dealing with now, which are the risks and consequences if things go badly."